Good morning. So it seemed like a relatively quiet day at my house, so I thought I would film a video. And this is related to a blog that I finished yesterday, so I will attach it to the video. Ooh, the flower noodles. Um, Plus you get to see Big Boo. So this is going to be about releasing judgment. I just find my mind can get really busy sometimes with judging thoughts that I don't really like. So I thought about different ways to work with that, so that's what this video is going to be about. So I invite you to just find a comfortable place to begin. We're going to start with a little grounding and a little breathing practice inspired by the Heart Math Institute. If you've never heard of them, you might want to look into them. They've done really great work on just helping people resonate a little bit more with their heart and radiating that out to basically heal the world. But find your comfortable place. You could be in hero's pose, kneeling like me. You could be in seated. You could be lying down. So wherever you feel comfortable, please just start there. So again, wherever you're at, try to bring a little sense of relaxation and awareness into your body. Maybe closing down the eyes. Maybe softening the shoulders. And starting from here to really breathe deeply into all of the space around the heart. That means bringing the breath into the front of the heart, the sides of the heart, the back of the heart. So you might even imagine your breath like this big heartbeat. As you inhale, that breath radiates around. As you exhale, the breath, the awareness comes back in on itself. So several rounds of breath, just focusing on breathing around your heart. So now that your awareness is there in your heart with your breath, I'd like you to bring in an intention for your practice. And this is a positive vibrational feeling related to the heart. So it may be something such as appreciation, compassion, self-care, non-judgment, or forgiveness. So see if one of those words really speak to you. I'll repeat them again. It could be appreciation, compassion, care, non-judgment, or forgiveness. So now as you're breathing, we're breathing that word right into our heart space, and we'll come back to it again and again. Releasing control of the breath and staying with that feeling. This can be really helpful if you've had a feeling of fear or hate or judgment and just trying to flip it down from the head into the heart. So a few more just seconds of awareness of your intention word. Beautiful. So a small practice to shift from judging mind right down into the heart and cultivating feelings such as gratitude, appreciation, love, forgiveness. So if you had started your practice lying down, you can stay right there. If you hadn't, we'll come to lie down. Basically, in our physical practice, we're going to try to open space around the heart in many different postures. So again, finding your way onto your back. Your legs are bent to support your low back. And then just reach your arms up over your head. Soften your shoulder blades down. Notice how just by doing that action, it can bring your breath awareness into the back of the heart. So take a few breaths there. And then open your arms straight out to the sides. We'll bring breath awareness into the front of the heart. Might help you release tension by gently rocking the head from side to side. And then pausing there in that open-hearted gesture of moving your awareness from your kind of busy monkey mind right down into your heart space. Now open your feet a little bit wider. We'll take our awareness into the sides of the heart. Maybe just start by gently warming up. Windshield wiper your legs from side to side. You might gaze left, gaze right. Just let this be kind of organic. Sometimes I kind of play with flipping my palms. And then linger. Maybe we linger with our knees to the left. Again, the feet are nice and wide. Reach your right arm up over your head. You might take your left hand and place it lovingly into the right side of your body. And deepen that breath into the ribs, the sides of the heart, all the way down into the front of the hip, the psoas. And then when you're ready, just take it over to the other side. So knees to the right, left arm reaches, maybe right arm comes into the ribs. Breathe even deeper. Again, bringing our awareness into opening space into all the sides, the parts of the heart. When that feels complete, unravel. Sit your arms down. Maybe it would feel good to just give yourself a little hug, hugging the knees in, maybe crossing the ankles and just circling the knees. Notice how this can be an all-body movement. So we think about our hips, but we're also getting a massage into the back. We're getting a little massage into that place between the shoulder blades, particularly if you kind of rock your head from side to side. And compassion, or whatever your word was. Maybe it's forgiveness. Could you forgive this body for being less than perfect? Go in both directions. Pause. Relax your shoulders. Just feel a sense of grounding down into the low back, into the area behind your heart. And maybe before we change shapes, just reach fingers and toes up to the sky, circle wrists, circle ankles, or shake it out, whatever your body needs a little more of. Big open mouth exhale. When that feels complete, we'll prepare to transition. So we'll set our feet down, gently roll to the side, and use the hands to press your body up. So we're going to make our way into our tabletop position. Warming up a little bit to move my hair out of the way. But your shoulders are right over those wrists. Your knees are as wide as your hips. Once you've found your way into the shape, we'll move right into cat and cow. Inhale, drop belly, lift that heart, reveal your heart, let your heart be seen. Exhale, arch that spine, again getting into that area of the middle back, the back of the heart. Let your breath, your intuition guide you between these two shifts. Front of the heart to me can be about just allowing yourself to be seen, to be known, to be loved, with all your flaws, perceived flaws. Just allow yourself to be seen. And as we come into that cat shape, just gazing inward, finding a little stillness, allowing yourself to truly know yourself. So whenever that movement feels complete, we'll take a little moment to rest. Knees wide and toes touch. Draw back into your child's pose. Just surrendering your heart a little closer to the earth, your way. And feel how you can breathe into the front, the back, the sides of the heart. Increasing your awareness of this part of your body. And from here, we'll come up a little bit. We'll move, I call this side child. So walk your hands over to the left. A couple ways to do this. You can stay high, just breathing into that right side of the heart. You could draw back a little bit more. Your elbows might melt. I tend to take my left forearm and cross it like this and reach with just the right hand, resting forehead on forearm, but find your way. Drawing that left hip back a little bit, creating a little bit more space and breath into the side body. When you're ready, mindfully walk your way back and over to the other side. Again, your way, finding the shape to open into the left side of the heart. Full breath. Come back to neutral. Then see what your body wants to do. You might come into regular child. You might draw your knees back a little bit, walk your hands out a little further, come into your melting heart shape. Forehead comes down, hips ideally over the knees. Again, creating some space and breath into the back of your heart. When that feels complete, melt those forearms down, wiggle your legs back into another nice little heart opener here, Sphinx pose. So the feet are actively reaching back, pelvis is rooting, heart is lifting. Beautiful. When that feels complete, reach your arms forward, a full body gesture of just surrender. Remember your intention word. Sweep those arms back and around, maybe tent them by the sides. Inhale, lift your heart into a cool breath. Exhale, fold it down. Keep flowing. Another way to do this is to kind of circle, gazing left, gazing right, creating some opening into those sticky spots around the heart. Maybe Maybe you go in both directions. Maybe you're just resting. Always listening to your body. Whenever that feels complete, rest yourself up into tabletop. And we'll transition into downward facing dog. So spreading your fingers, tucking your toes, lifting those hips up. And find your down dog. You could pedal, you could sway, you could keep those knees very bent. Making more space between the hands, the shoulders, and the hips. Getting more space underneath the armpits. When you're ready, mindfully walk those feet. And we'll slowly roll our way up, finding our mountain pose. So set your feet up maybe right underneath the hips. See where the arms want to go. Maybe they'd like to embrace the heart or the heart in the belly, or just rest by the sides. Take a few of those full body breaths as you stand. Bring your awareness down from the mind into your heart, your intention word. Relax those arms, and we'll continue to try to create more space around our heart. So take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, come into kind of a cactus arm shape as you lift your heart up. Just hold that for a breath or two. And leading with your heart. Let it go. Maybe rise up again, inhale. Exhale. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lead with your heart. Let it go. This time we'll rise up, keep lifting with that heart, and we'll take a lateral side bend. So your way, you might clasp that left wrist and guide over to the right, popping up that left hip a little bit. Or that right arm might come down by the side. Let's send a little love to our FedEx worker today. When you're ready, come up, let it go, roll the shoulders. All these noises around me are kind of like the noises of our mind, so just be with them. Keep moving your awareness down into your heart. Notice any difference in spaciousness on the two sides. And we'll take it over to the other side. So reach up. Maybe you clasp that right wrist as you guide over to the left. Keep that tailbone down, belly strong. Or you could let the arm come down. Opening that line from your armpit to your ribs, right into the depth of the heart. When you're ready, let it go. Roll the shoulders back and observe. Yoga teaches us to observe, and we attempt to observe without judgment. So if judging mind comes in, down into the heart. What could we cultivate as the opposite feeling? All right, let's move into a twist. Widen your feet a little bit and twist. We'll lovingly tap our own heart, and then the other arm is really tracking open, opening, and twisting, opening that heart. Easing around, just seeing the bigger picture. Bigger picture thinking is loving yogic awareness Maybe if we're in judging mind, we're not seeing the whole picture of the other person's life, or that it really doesn't even have anything to do with us, right? So slow it down. Come back to your mountain. Observe, breathe. So let's just do a few more movements before we settle down towards a meditation. So let's come to the top of the heart. Top of the heart. Top of the mat. Hands to the heart. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. You really haven't been here yet, so widen your feet a little bit and just linger in your forward fold. Whatever little movements feel good to you. Kind of letting life, our reactions roll over us. Down towards the earth. Then maybe look up, halfway lift. Feel your strength, your conviction to stay with your intention. Touch the earth, step back with your left foot. Drop the knee. Hands to the thigh. Sink in, little stretch into that front hip. Inhale, circle it up. Exhale, come into those cactus arms again, opening that heart. So we'll do that a few times. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus those arms. Maybe we need to reach up, cultivate some energy from the universe to help us with our journey. Reaching up towards God. Hold here. You might like to give yourself a little adjustment, taking your hands into your rib cage. Lift yourself up a little bit. Take that baby back bend, only if it serves you. Revealing all of what's there. Not the clutter, but what is the essence of you? What is there? And let's take a twist of your choice. You might just take that hand, left hand to the thigh, right hand reaches back. Nice and open-hearted. You might want to go a little deeper into your twist, sliding that hand down, elbow to the outer thigh, hands in prayer. Take your version of a twist. Breathe deep. And when you're ready, mindfully come back down towards the earth. Right knee meets the left. You might as well take a little vinyasa. Lower down. Root the feet. Inhale, lift the heart. Cobra. Lower down. Press the body up. You can stay right here in tabletop, or if you're feeling another down dog, you can lift up into down dog for a breath or two. And then we'll step that left hip through from wherever we're at. Lower that right knee, hands to the thigh. Sink in. Once you're grounded, we'll take that little flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus those arms. Lift your heart. Inhale up. Exhale. And we're not just opening the front of the heart here, we're actually strengthening the back of the heart, so that little squeeze of the shoulder blades. Hold. You might just enjoy this. You might want to do that little self-adjustment. Lift the ribs, lift the heart. Lift your arms, lift your gaze up. You're plugging in to your source. Plugging into your intention. down. Take your twist. That right hand might grace the thigh, left hand tracking back. Nice open-hearted twist, or if you want to go a little deeper, you could slide that arm down, come into your prayer twist on this side. Leading with a prayer. Again and again, just coming back to our heart, our intention, our humbleness of being human. When you're ready, lower down. And sink into your child's pose again. If child's pose isn't serving you today, you could take crocodile instead. Just any gesture of surrendering. Crocodile, we're laying full prostration down like this. What posture would serve you best? And just breathe deeply into it. I'd like to offer you just a bit of guiding scripture here. This is from 2 Corinthians 6:11 through 13. We have spoken freely to you, Corinthians. Our heart is wide open. You are not restricted by us, but you are restricted in your own affections. In return, widen your heart also. So Paul is reminding us to widen our hearts, keep our hearts open, spiritually seeking. And another reading from Paul from Ephesians. That God may give you the spirit of wisdom and of revelation in the knowledge of Him, having the eyes of your hearts enlightened. Having the eyes of your heart enlightened, that you may know what is hope to which He has called you. When you're ready, rise up from your chosen shape. And we're going to find our way into a comfortable seat. So you might prop up a little bit if you need to, but just finding a seat that feels comfortable to you. As you come into it, sit up tall. Your shoulders are over your hips. Your eyes are closed down. And can you see with the eyes of your heart? With a fresh gaze. Moving from your head to your heart. And friends, this is a practice. We need to do it over and over again to kind of rewire those neural pathways and just feel more of this positive language of just being and speaking with your heart. Reach your arms to touch the earth. Inhale, reach up. So move our bodies to seal that in. Hands to the heart. Inhale, look up. See with the eyes of your heart. Return. One more time. Reach both arms up. We'll just take those, just moving into the various planes of the body. One more time, lateral bend, left hand roots, right hand reaches. Revealing the right side of your heart. Reach up, over to the right. Full breath, relaxed face. Rise up. And we'll twist it open. So right hand to the left knee. Left fingertips come behind us. Inhale, lifting with the eyes of your heart, and then taking those eyes to look to the left. Can you see the person to the left of you in your life with these eyes of the heart, eyes of compassion, forgiveness, gratitude? Come back to center, reach up, twist it open to the right. Feeling the eyes of the heart, gazing now to the right. Come back. Continue. Take a breath or two. Just observing what you see with your heart. And we're going to close with just a short round of metta meditation. Another way that's been helpful in my life to just shift my mind when I need to move out of judging mind. So I'll guide you through it, but in meditation, metta meditation, we can just make it real quick. Send loving thoughts to ourselves, send loving thoughts to another. The traditional is loving thoughts to self, loved one, neutral person, difficult person in the world. So we'll just do a short version. So I invite you to get comfortable. You might feel comfortable sitting up. You might choose to lie down, which I would suggest. Just getting really comfortable, like you're moving into Shavasana. I'm gonna come into my kneeling position, but whatever works for you for your closing practice. Seated, kneeling, or whatever shape you're in. Just feel the effects of the physical poses that we did to relax your body, to bring you into present moment, and to bring more awareness to the space around your heart. So I'll say these verses, you can say them out loud or just say them internally. We start with ourselves. You might visualize yourself surrounded by light and love, or golden light or layer of protection. And we say to ourselves, may I be happy. May I be at peace. May I be free from suffering. And may I know the innate joy that resides in my own soul. Now we bring in a loved one. So the first person that comes to your mind, surround them with light and love. This is a really good practice when you're feeling worried or concerned about a loved one, to just send them a little shot of metta meditation. Surround them with light and love. And just say their name. I'll say you, but you just say this person's name. Actually, I'll say he, so you know you're working with someone else. May he be happy. May he be at peace. May he be free from suffering. May he know the joy that resides in his own soul. Feel that loving connection between you and your beloved. Now we move on to a neutral person. This could be someone that makes your coffee every day, but you don't really know their name. Someone you work with, but don't know very well. So just visualize this kind of neutral person before you, not knowing the details of their life. And we'll send them loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be at peace. May you know the joy that resides in your own soul. Now we move on to the difficult person. And without expecting reconciliation, just imagine someone that you have some difficulty with. This could be the person that continually comes in your mind that you judge. So see this person before you, and a person just like you with faults, failings, strengths. Surround them with light and love. And again, without expectation, we send them loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be at peace. May you be free from suffering. And may you know the joy that resides in your soul. Allow this blessing to come from your open heart. And then lastly, we send loving kindness or metta out to the world. You might visualize our beautiful earth itself, or just all of its inhabitants. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings know the joy that resides in their own soul, our very birthright, to know the joy that resides in our own soul. May all beings feel connected to this joy. Feeling these waves of loving kindness just radiate out. So we've sent them to ourselves, our loved one, our neutral person, our difficult person, and then just radiating them out to the world. linger here, my friends, as long as you would like to. Remember, we start meditation with ourselves because we really need it to help release the effects of judging mind. We need to stop judging it. Return again and again to our hearts. Many blessings. Namaste.